welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Marella, and let's get straight in today by taking good, comfortable seating position. So sitting with your sit bones pressed firmly into the chair, your 2 feet set squarely on the floor, and sitting tall. Imagine a thread coming out of the top of your head and just pulling very gently so that your spine straightens. Invite your shoulder blades onto your back. And as usual, we will open with 3 ohms. I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes, turn your attention inwards, and bring your awareness to your breath. Notice cool air flowing in through your nostrils and warm air flowing out. And as usual, we'll open with 3 ohms. Exhale, inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Open your eyes, raise your hands, and my word of the day today is gratitude. I have a garden, and for the last 6 weeks it's been really dry, and I'm hugely grateful to see copious amounts of rain falling last night here and make everything grow. And I'm sure you are. You are also, wherever you are in the world or not. So getting straight into the practice, we'll come into cat-cow, sitting slightly forward on your chair, hands on the tops of your knees, and then breathing out, drop your chin to your chest and round your back. So exhale, round your back as much as you can, and then inhale. Lift your chin out of your chest and sit up straight. Breathe out, round your back, chin to chest. Breathe in, lift your head, straighten your back. Breathe out, round your back, chin to chest. Breathe in, lift your chin, look up. Stretch your spine. Breathe out, round your back. Breathe in, lift your chin, stretch your spine. And do 5 more rounds of that yourself. Moving with your breath. Inhale, on your last inhalation, come back to center. Moving to our next pose, seated forward bend. Stretch your legs out in front of you, turn your toes up. Your legs can be hip width apart, more doable, more difficult, feet together. Keeping that, inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale and hinge forward. Bring your head towards your forehead towards your knee. Inhale, stretch up. Stretch your arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, stretch up. Body movement, breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and lower your arms to your sides. And moving into our hamstring stretch, if you can get your belt and loop your belt over your right foot, over the sole of the right foot. And stretch the leg out in front of you. So it's a hamstring stretch. So push through your heel, straighten the leg, press down with your sit bones into the floor and try and sit upright rather than leaning back. And just lifting the leg as high as is available for you this morning by walking your hands down the strap. Keep pushing your heel through your heel, stretch your spine up. Move your ears back, gaze straight ahead. Engage the quad of the outstretched leg. And bend your knee and release your leg to the floor. And switch to the other side. And just notice the sensation in your right thigh, your right leg. And then switch over to the other side. Loop your strap over the sole of your foot. Push through the heel of your foot. Lift your chest, stretch your spine, look up. Lifting your leg up as high as you can, keeping it straight, engage the quad. Feel the sensations in your hips. Feel the sensations in your sit bones, push through your heel. And observe your breath. And gently release. And noticing a sense of gratitude as you leave that pose. And just reminding ourselves, there's actually more right with us than there is wrong with us. You know, every day our breath, our chest rises and falls as our breath moves in and out. Our heart beats and we don't have to think about it. So the little things that are wrong with us, the smaller things, which might seem major, just, I'm grateful for there's more right with me than there is wrong with me. Switch back to your strap with your right and over onto the right foot again. And switch so that your right hand is holding the strap only. And then move your leg out to the right as far as is comfortable for you. Then sit up as straight as you can. Press down with your sit bones into the floor. Your other foot on the floor, your ankle should be under your knee. Stretch your spine up, engage your quad, push through your heel. Gaze out beyond your right toe. And release. And if it's too much for you, you can also put it on the floor and just draw the foot towards you with your heel on the floor. If it's just too much on the hip. And then switch to the other side. Switch your strap over your left foot. And out to the side. And sitting upright, other ankle is under your knee. Left leg out to the side, holding it with your left hand. Sitting upright, you might like to hold the side of the chair with your right hand to give you a little bit of stability. release that leg to the floor. And just notice the sensations in your hips. It's quite a big pose. We're moving into Warrior One pose. So turning sideways on your chair so that your right knee, the outside of your right knee is close to the back of the chair. Yeah? Okay, cool. And then stretch your left leg out behind you in whatever version of that you can. Your right knee is still bent and your knee is over your ankle. Good. Keep that and just hold the back of the chair with both hands. So you're stretching your left leg out behind you. You're pushing down into your right buttock, your right sit bone. Your right ankle is under your right knee. You're stretching your spine up, you're moving your ears back, and your back leg as straight as you can make it. And notice your breathing, just what's available to you. So that's Warrior One on the right hand side. I'm going to release that, come back to centre, and come all the way around to the other side. So bend your left knee so that your left hip is closer to the back of the chair. Stretch your right leg out behind you as best you can, and then hold the back of the chair. Lift your chest, stretch your spine. Left knee under ankle. Press the outside edge of your right foot into the floor, engage your quad. Press your sit bones down, lift your chest, stretch your spine, look up. Inhale, come back to centre. And again, right knee, turn sideways so that your right hip is next to the back of your chair. Stretch your left leg out behind you. So your right ankle is under your right knee. Yeah, so you're on the opposite side from the last time. Yeah. And then lift your arms up overhead, hands shoulder width apart. You can also use a strap to do this. Lift your arms overhead, hold on to the strap, lift your chest, stretch your spine, look up. Press the outside edge of your back foot into the floor, engage your quad of your left thigh, lift your chest, lift your gaze, move your ears back. Press down the sit bones into the floor, observe your breath. When we're not breathing, it's not a good sign. I like everyone in my classes to be at least warm, and an added bonus is breathing. And release your arms down. And then switch to the other side of the chair. Come all the way around. And stretch your, place your left foot on the floor, knee under ankle. Stretch your right leg out behind you. Press the outside edge of your back foot into the floor and lift your arms up, holding onto the strap. Press the outside edge of your back foot into the floor, engage your quad. Press your front foot into the floor, lift your chest, look up. And release your arms down and bring your legs back to centre. So moving into Cobra pose, place your hands on the back of the chair. Just one moment till I check something here. So there's two versions of this. ankles under knees, hands on the back of the chair, and then inhale, lift your chest, look up. Or lift your hips off the chair and up like that. So whatever's available for you. So either sitting on the chair, lift your chest, look up, or lifting your hips off the chair, lift them up and look up. Place your hands on and allow your head to fall back a little bit, but not to the point that it's choking you. And notice your breathing. And gently release. Come and sit back on the chair. And just sitting in mountain pose, which feet squarely on the floor, ankles under knees, hands on top of thighs. Press sit bones into the floor. Lengthen the sides of your body long. Broaden across your collarbones. Invite your shoulder blades together onto your back. Move your ears back. Lift your gaze. Observe your breath. I'm just going to switch pages here. Okay, so flexing our feet, stretch your right leg out in front of you, foot on the floor, and then inhale and point your toes, exhale and bring them back towards you. And do 10 on one side. So and switch to the other leg. Stretch the left leg out in front of you, heel on the floor. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale, bring them back towards you. And now, lifting our leg off the floor, our right leg. Place your right hand on your knee. Yeah. Lift your right leg off the floor and lift your left arm up by your ear. And observe your breath. Endeavouring to get that right arm as straight as you can. Release and switch to the other side. Lift the other arm up and the opposite leg. And release. Come into wide leg seated pose. Space your knees as wide away from each other as you can. Ankle under knees. So see, my ankle is under my knee. And Inhale, stretch up, and then turn to your right, and as best you can, place your hands on the back of the chair behind you. If it's not available to you, just bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. So whatever's available to you. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist, and keep holding on. Inhale, stretch up. You're stretching your spine, and as you exhale, you try and twist a little bit more around. Exhale, twist. Visualize your organs moving from your left to your right in your abdominal area. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. 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 Inhale. And now exhale and come back to center. So it's a big twist. And come all the way around. And just sit for a moment with your legs apart and notice the sensations in your lower abdominal area, on the side of your spine that was being stretched. And now we're going to turn to the left and either bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee, keeping your knees as wide apart from each other as you can, ankles under knees, and then or place your hands on the chair behind, and then inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist. So your knees are still pointed forward and your upper body is turning towards the back of the room. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist. Initiating the twist from your lower abdominal right hand side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. And on your next inhalation, come back to center. Moving into our usual sit test. So I'll set my clock for 2 minutes and we'll do it for 2 minutes. So, as I've said before, if you can do 30 of these within 2 minutes, you have much less likelihood of falling over. So off we go. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit down. Just keep it going. Thirty seconds to go. And that's it. I'll just sit for a moment and observe our breath. And just think about the first time you did that and what it felt like and what it feels like now. Right, we'll do a few side stretches. So holding on to the right hand side of your chair, lift your left arm up by your ear. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, come back to centre. Inhale, stretch up. And stretch the right hand arm down the side of your chair. Exhale, come back to centre. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale. And do 5 more rounds of that. Moving with your breath. Pressing both feet firmly into the floor, pressing your sit bones into the floor. I'll do a couple more for good luck. Inhale and come back to centre and release your arm down and switch to the other side. Lifting your right arm up. Stretch your left hand arm down and be as sideways as possible towards the left. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, twist, or exhale back to centre. And we'll do 7 more of those. Stretching down lower and lower on each time, moving with your breath. And 1 more for good luck. Facing your chair, place your hands on the chair like so, yeah? And walk your feet back until you can come up onto your toes, yeah? And then what you're doing is you're just holding here, so you're in plank pose on a chair. Best you can. Lift your heels vertical over your toes, lift your gaze, look up ahead, look out in front of you. Notice your breathing, melt your heart, soften your shoulders, soften between your shoulder blades, broaden across your collarbones. Walk your feet in towards you, and you're coming into a half forward fold. So heels under hips, walk your feet back until your heels, your ankles are all stacked up one over the other. Stretch your arms out and just sinking down between your shoulder blades. Press the palms of your hands into the chair, turn your sit bones up so you're making a complete 90-degree angle between your hips, between your legs and your back. Soften between your shoulder blades, engage your core, lift your head, look slightly forward. Every time our chin is in our chest, we round our spine, our thoracic spine. And walk your feet forward to your chair. And coming into tree pose. Lift your right knee and place it on the chair, and take the weight onto your left leg, onto your left foot, yeah? If that's available for you. Brilliant, okay. And then either bring your hands to your heart, so you're pressing down strongly with one foot into the floor, engaging your core, lift your chest, stretch your spine, or lift your arms overhead and bring your palms together. If it's too hard for you to bring your palms together, you could use the strap and hold the strap between your hands. Lift your head, look up. Or just keep your hands shoulder width apart. Root down with the foot that's on the floor into the floor, engage your core. Root down with your knee into the chair. Inhale, exhale, release your arms. And we're going to switch legs with the chair. So this time you put the opposite knee on your chair. For me it's my left knee, and I'm standing with my right foot on the floor. And then I square my hips, my shoulders towards the short end of my mat, and either bring my hands to my heart here, hold them here, lift them overhead, bring your palms together, or hands shoulder width apart. So reach up with your hands, root down into the floor with the heel of your foot, and enjoy the view from a tree. This is tree pose. Inhale, exhale, release your arms, your hands. Come and sit down on your chair again, knees hip width apart. And stretch your left leg out and bring your right foot over onto your left shin, or if it's available to you, bring it onto your left knee. And there's the most, if you have no hip stuff going on, that's possibly where you can go to today. So wherever it is available to you today. And then press down with your sit bones into the floor, place your hands on the side of your chair, sit up as straight as you can. And switch to the other side. Stretch your right leg out. Lift your left foot, bring the outside edge of your left foot either onto your shin with your leg straight, or with your knee bent. I'll just do knee bent to demonstrate it this way. And place your hands at the side of your chair, lift your chest, stretch your spine, gaze straight ahead. Press your sit bones into the floor. Press the heel of the foot that's on the floor into the floor. And release. And now we're going to come and lie on our backs on a mat on the floor. This could be the completion of the practice for you, or there'll be one or two more poses if you're able to come to the floor. So what we're doing is we're going to lie on our backs and come into bridge pose, but put your chair where you can put your feet on it in a moment. So I'll just demo it first if you want to see what I'm... Place your back on the floor, bend your knees, place your heels in front of your hips. And then pressing down with your feet into the floor, lift your hips off the floor as high as you can. If you can only stay up for a moment, allow them to come down, or stay up for a number of breaths, say for 5 or 6 breaths. Pressing down with your heels into the floor, lift your hips even higher. Lift your chin out of your chest. And release your spine to the floor by allowing it to come down vertebrae by vertebrae. And for our last pose, which can also double as relaxation or shavasana, I'm inviting you to put your feet on the chair like so. It may not be for you, but it's very, very relaxing. Otherwise, just stretch out on your mat, legs out in front of you, stretch your body out, turn your palms up. And if you're still on your chair and you haven't been able to get to the floor, we're moving into shavasana for the next 5 minutes, which is relaxation. So relaxing on your chair, just turn to your breath, observe your breath, and sink into your chair or onto the floor. Relax, release, let go, nothing to do, nowhere to be. Deepen your breathing. Bring your attention back into your body and onto your chair or on the mat. Start to awaken your body by moving your hands, your feet. Perhaps give yourself a stretch. Or stay where you are. Don't have to come back onto your chair. And to close, I invite you to bring your hands together. Close your eyes, turn your attention inwards. And we'll finish with one Om. Exhale, inhale. Thanks for practicing, thanks for coming to practice, and see you on the mat.